Hello all, hope you is good. Welcome back to EU4 and I was about to say and Ming. I mean technically and Ming. We're just about to beat Ming down. I just declared war on them via truce break at the end of last episode. So now we shall reap the rewards. That sounds like a plan to me. So, colonialism is spreading very nicely. We're at 5%. Already of my land having colonialism. For some reason, when colonialism comes by, it seems to spread a lot quicker than Renaissance does. Renaissance is easier to grab, but colonialism spreads easier. It's a very obscure set of logic. Or maybe it's just personal observation and maybe it's not the case at all. But that's how I feel with it. Let's take a mission for the tribes. I cannot redistribute horde authority because I did it relatively recently. Oh no. Oh well, I'll be able to do it again before the mission fails. Can only do the interaction once every 20 years, but as it's already been on cooldown, it's got to be less than 20. It's got to be less than 20 years before I can next use it. So the agenda being there for 20 years, not a problem. I do need to have Shenyang sieged. I want Ming Manchuria. Then I'm going to declare war on Korea, who's allied with Ainu. I'm also in the process of making some transport boats, so that I can get a couple units over to Ainu if needs be. The plan is to fight Korea, with Ainu as a co-belligerent, so that Shibe get involved to take more of their land too. Siege of Yangzhou, very nice. Next fort, remember this is the God Siege general. I'm going to lament their death. And Ajam has extra land apparently. Or something. Cyprus not yet being sieged. Obscurely. But I still think France are going to come in clutch at some point down the line. Hungary have been booted out of the war with Austria, but that doesn't mean that they're not still at war with Austria as well. I just can't see it, so I don't know it. Yeah, I don't like being just one tech ahead of Ming. Something about that rubs me the wrong way. However, I am still 6 years ahead of tech, so that's quite nice. If anything, Ming might try to engage me in, Oh, I've got no general on my free company. They'll try and engage. I'm going to try and intercept. Ha! Never mind. They probably won't engage now, because I'll put a ruler on. A leader. A general. You know the drill? This is a 133. I want this to have the force siege and lots of shock. And this takes the discount ruler. It's a lower stack, but it should still have a general, is my logic. Give the two better generals always to my two stacks that are doing stuff right now. Yeah, Ming are now running away. Brave Sochi Chang run away. Where's he going to? Yangzhou? Maybe? Don't think he knows. No, he doesn't seem to know. So how can I know if he doesn't? Let's go siege Wuchang, which will give me a lot of maneuverability around the area. So let's have a think about this. I'm taking only land, I think. I don't need money right now from Ming. How's about this? I can't demand Suzhou right now because apparently it's a big province. But I can do this, that's 98%. And look at that, it's just a tiny fraction of their land. Ridiculous. Also, if you're wondering when I keep truce breaking, why do I keep going up to 1 stab after a truce break and not stay at -2? It's because I'm not sure if whether or not I'm going to actually keep truce breaking at the moment. Like, I might just want to do one here and one there, rather than permanently. For instance, of course, after Ming, as I say, I'd like to fight Korea, Ainu and Chibe. So, I'm basically cycling around what I've got going on. A whole bunch of provinces called. I also need to bear in mind the Oirat Truce. 1535. So 10 years. I'll probably wait for that truce specifically, I think. I've got a few more provinces from Jiangzhou to take before I can form the Mongol horde. So I'd need one more war with Jiangzhou. At minimum, before I form my units, my nations. Siege of Canton, awesome. But actually, do I change my ideas, or should I keep them when I change nations? This is really good on manpower and stuff. But I think that as an idea, I think as a set of traditions and ambitions, it basically is par with the Great Yuan ones. So I might just take the Yuan ones for flavour, honestly. And yes, I don't mind where Ming are going. Fairly certain I have ticking war score. I'm fairly certain I don't have ticking war score, apparently. I'll finish off this siege with this army, then they'll go traipse after the Ming troops. My 12k can just go round and start sieging. I'll put it somewhere and put it on autonomous. It's not like Ming have got anything that I'm threatened by. My units won't be too scared to walk somewhere. If I go to say Hefe, this siege will finish. I'll put autonomous sieging on all of this. Automatic sieging. And then my units will chase and fight. I think they're trying to go to my capital. Almost everyone tries to go to my capital when I'm fighting them. Probably something to do with the lack of forts. But hey, a lack of forts is actually working to my detriment. So they've got nothing to siege down for me to then not be able to go through. It's saving me money, all sorts. So when's this government reform? December 28. I could delay this war by a year, by 2.5 years to get the 5% stab cost, but I don't think I care enough. I think when I can get my 100% deal, I'll take my 100% deal, quite frankly. So now, let's go autonomous sieging. Nice, I hit the water rather than the province. Skill issue on all of this. Just like, get going. Everything around here has been occupied as a fort. This is all free land. Then I'll add more of the provinces once more forts are done. I.e. this fort, and then this fort. Then they can go everywhere in Ming. If that little stack is staying in Sidam, I will come and attack it. I think it will get to Kakalik or further. We'll see. Yeah, that's another siege down. Meaning a whole other area of the map that can be auto-sieged. If they dare come to siege anything which has got a boat in it, I am going to turn around and fight them with my free army. Indiscriminately. Also, what the hell? They're still here. Okay. Fine. 5 years of separatism in Ordos or lose a whole bunch of gov reform. I think you know the answer to that, seeing as I just clicked it, but yeah, I'm not enamoured with the whole taking out my gov reform right now. We're doing pretty good on a gov reform. progress, if I do say so myself. Okay, they're just going to go try and de-siege their lands. That's fine. I can accept this. So Yarkand is still allied with Bengal and Delhi, so I would make them a co-belligerent in a war with Delhi or something akin. So, 98. Close, but not yet. Let's go and fight the little stacks. Maybe grab some more war score from battles from here. Over you go. We know roughly where they're going to go to. They're heading to Nadim. Sure. Then from there, probably this one here, Zaman Kuduk. And that's probably where I'll catch them, I imagine. Oh, they changed their mind on which province they were going to, and it actually worked in my favour. Thank you. That's very helpful. So now we get a whole bunch of battle war score. Yeah, look at their lack of morale. 2.7. Unguarded nomadic frontier providing minus 15% morale. Sheesh. So anyway, let's grab another few war score. They'll go Gaijo. They just landed the troop just to make sure that it wasn't sacrificed. You do you. I think we're done. Nice. Fourth Uzbek conquest of Ming, looking rather successful. Let's stop with the autonomous sieging now, of course. You don't need to do that. Everything that's not tied down, please go to Beijing. So let's also, real quick, stop myself from grabbing the overextension event, Separatist Sentiment. I know it too well. I did just have to pause for a second, not gonna lie. Even though I did have that Separatist Sentiment counter running in the Korea World Conquest. That got to nearly 300 if I recall. Crazy. So let's raise everything, decrease war exhaustion, spend nothing on coring it apparently. Wow. Then I'll just take the next humanist idea. Stupendous. So next up is Korea. Then I might once again truce break Ming. Let's bring this 20k over. That will help me in my current plan. Go. Let's put this on mothball for now. Hold on, no, let's unmothball actually, because I want to be using these soon. Now, with that out of the way, let's make a couple more cogs and some heavies. There we go. That'll put me above my naval force limit. I don't mind. Cost from naval force limit is pretty much nothing early. Or, you know, without much in the way of too far over in forces. So what percent is Ainu? Do I need to co-belligerate? I don't need to co-belligerate, but I wanted to drag in Shibe for the extra land, didn't I? So let's send the 12k up to Shibe. The plan will be to peace out Shibe, then Ainu, then Korea. Excellent. Declare war. Co-belligerate very intentionally. Tribal conquest. Go. I was just double checking the CB there. I've stung myself too many times now. Which, yes, is once. Once bitten, twice shy, don't you know? So I need one more humanist idea to then get manpower recovery speed plus 20%. Which, with all of this going on, is just another big old modifier to go along with everything. It's really nice. And I have 8 years left until my... No, hold on. Yeah, 8 years left until my Oirat piece. Sorry, it's because I looked at the John Joe piece at the same time, without realising that actually they're the same length. The Timurids piece is up in 2 years' time, so I think I do the Korea War here, deal with all of this, then go fight Timurids. I wonder what happened with Cyprus. Ottomans have got Cyprus, but France are in now, and they're kicking up a stink. A little more, a lot more, and then Ajam might not consider... the Ottomans might not consider joining the Ajam War. So it might be in my interest to draw the 20k towards Ajam. Maybe I just declare this war at the same time. And just have it there. No harm? If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. And also, yes, I know we're seriously bringing troops over. Like, what do you think you're doing, Ainu? Where do you think you're doing? I think you're running back, mate. That did not bode well for you, did it? Just watching me win a battle. Don't worry, I don't need to fight through Korea's ships yet. I do want to peace out Ainu, though, and that does require getting over there. So I might eventually have to deal with this somehow. But that's a bridge I can come to when I get to it. Or the Koreans can just sail away and I can move my ships. And I can inchworm the provinces that I'm putting my ships in and slowly make my way towards where they need to go. Okay, Ottomans are still currently getting more and more sieged from the Balkans, driving up their war exhaustion and driving down their enthusiasm. France, I can't give you access. You asked for it earlier and I said no. Kinda wish I didn't now. Kinda wish I didn't. I'd have liked to have given you access. Very specifically. That's okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. Also, it looks like Ottomans did get Doni Krayi from Venice earlier. No problems. What tech is Ainu? 9. Ainu is tech 9, but Shibe is only tech 8. It's kind of handy. And now the Ming is breaking to eunuchs. They've been at 0 mandate for like 40-50 years now, and they're not even breaking to the usual Yue, Wu, Ning, blah blah blah. That's kind of well persevered by Ming, honestly. If I can say anything, I can say that much. They are persevering well. So, when I've finished sieging this province, I'll move down to Kuru. 23rd of November versus 16th of December. Or do I move into Miyugasan and take them on? Hold on. They're going to try sieging. I move here on the 15th. Literally, that worked perfectly. in that I'm a day before. Right, let's ignore Korea. I've won a battle and sieged the indomitable fort of Gangye, which just, whenever I play Korea, that's just the fort. It's insane how good Gangye becomes, for some reason. And they locked in. They take the offensive. I also like that Xibe's capital is the ex-capital of Orochoni. Like they've just inherited their land and taken their capital. So now this can go to Oroch. And yes, Korea are trying to re-siege. How about no? You know what? Yeah, let's just stop Korea. So how about no? I think Xibe are going to retreat into the wastelands. I'm really not fussed. I'm not going to chase that down. When's the Janzo truce? 1538. Okay. $104 plays 61. Xibe are just not annexable, so I'll leave them with provinces on the inside. Take Oroch, Tir, Miyu, Gasan, Udi, Olsh and that, so I can just go straight over to Ainu. Korea ran away. Can I go catch him in Hansong? Maybe? I did say I was going to avoid keeping in Korea, but I want to just deter them from sieging down the fort. Put simply, they're not in Hansong. Okay, they're probably sat in Jeonju. I should ignore it. For now, we've got bigger fry to fish. Ottomans are kicking back. Ethiopia are now also trying to fight the Mamluks. That's a shame. Can I get you to break your alliance with Ajam? Nope. But they are becoming more in debt. That's kind of handy. They've also got 15 galleys in there. I mean, you need galleys when you're playing as Korea for a mission to get claims on Japan. So I'm not surprised they have galleys. It's just annoying that they have galleys. I'll just take them on in the mountains. This is Korea though, and they've got a whole lot of units backing them up. I might have to retreat for the first time in a while. Yeah, I'm going to have to retreat there. Let's stop the losses. Mind you, they still took more losses than I did. Funnily enough. Korea actually take 9. It's partly why. Infrastructure offensive. Okay. So they can reinforce each other in a snap. And they've got the extra discipline. If it's a chill Korea game, I quite like going innovative quality personally. As Korea. But that's when you're not trying to, you know, take over the world, etc. So Pyongyang is in grassland. Do I want to go straight for the grassland attack? Let's try the grassland attack here. And shift consolidate. They're not going to reinforce this at all. Because this is devastating losses for them. Like truly devastating. I lost 5k, they lost 11, 13, can we call that about 14.5k? Eyeball maths? Roughly. Okay, let's now go into Gunga. You're not going to take it on a positive siege, no siree. And once I take the province of Oroch, She-Bear should piece me out. And yes, all these battles are working nicely for the war score. Thank you. Good stuff. Then for the Gov Reform, we'll take that stab cost and core cost. Excellent. Again, I'm not in 1600 yet, so I've got plenty of time to just sit and chill with the other reform before I then decide to change my mind. Tier 6 is important. 1560 raising power gain will happen. Let's go. I think they're heading to Yukjin. Yeah, let's just stack wipe She-Bear. Not bothered about following up with Korea. But I do want to stack wipe She-Bear so that when I take Oroch, they'll just be inclined to agree to a peace. Because again, I want to take something like this. Or this. To be honest, this is also fine. Just like trap them in the middle. Have full-on access into here with no worries. The Ottomans are being more and more sieged. They still will help Ajam. They'll go into more debt. I just need to periodically keep my eyes on it. If they don't go into more and more debt and they just peace out, then I can come back through with everyone else and then take on Ajam. Or just bring the 20k back to assist me with this. Just like the everything. Okay, Oroch sieged. She-Bear only why do I only have 36%? Is their excess land really worth that much extra of a swing? Apparently so. Let's take out the Solon separatists so I can count as having the occupations. At first I wasn't minding, but I think I mind now. Still at half of my gov cap, by the way. So silly. So silly. And I'm only 3 ideas away from finishing Humanist. Lovely. And the next one's really important. Tolerance versus Heathens. As Muslim in this game, Heathens are just about everyone. So that's a biggie. Bit like if you're going to do a tolerance game as Zoroastrians, literally every other religion is heathenistic. So you can do a tolerant Zoroastrian campaign quite nicely. For instance. Right, that's the Timmy truce up. That's another nation I said I was going to fight sometime soon. To take the rest of the Persia region from them. Maybe. Do I just launch my units against the Timurids right now? They're only allied with Sind. I could peace out Sind, then come back through for the Timmies. Maybe. Then I'd have to fight them again because the 200%... This won't be 100. This down here won't be 100. This will be like 170 or something, I imagine. Considering that the Timurids are 213%. Yeah, Timmy's are 213%. Also bear in mind that when I hit the Age of Reformation, I'll get extra Splendor points in the Age because I will have full Humanist. But anyway, let's end this episode off here. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you again soon.